is Mr. Two Lumps at Hammer and Hatchet Engineering, and today I'll be doing a series of short videos. The first one is I am going to be putting this new magnetic drain plug in my gearbox. I know there's a lot of it's got a lot of brass in it, so I know the magnet's not going to pick that up, but able to pick up any, chafe or whatever, shape, whatever you call it. It's swarf, that's the word. I got this from MGT Garages, Mr. Tom Lang out of Maine. He makes some pretty interesting stuff for MGTDs, some ARP nuts and bolts for engines, these magnetic drain plugs for the gearbox, transmission, and rear end, which I got all three. And so today I'm just going to be putting, like, see, it works pretty darn good. Today I'm going to be putting this in and adding oil into the gearbox. It will be my first video, and I will progress along today with some other videos. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go, but I'm preparing to get this car just to run and see if it drives. My biggest fear is that the flywheel, not the flywheel, the clutch plate is stuck to the flywheel, and because last videos I found out half these bolts were missing and the gearbox was drained of oil, so I was wondering why they're taking the gearbox out. Either the gearbox is messed up or it's just the clutch. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out, but I just want to see if I can get this to just drive. I'm still got a long ways to go before I can even register this to drive on the road. Like I said, I'm not going to restore this car. I'm just going to make it a driver. So anyway, here we go. I already have the oil drained, and I've just taken this plug out. Well, like I said, it was already drained, but there was a teeny bit in there. It's a nice big brass plug. Got my big socket. Nice and snug. Keep the old plug. I already got a funnel in, and just for people who don't know, this is the plug for the top of the transmission. It's got vent holes, which makes sense, and a little rubber disc in there. I kind of stuck a piece of wire in there and clicked and blew through it and got all the dirt out of it. So I got this oil from Abingdon Spares. This transmission oil. So it's fully synthetic. I didn't realize that, but anyway, they seem to know what they're doing. taking his time. A little bit more exciting than watching paint dry, but not much more. It's the only funnel I had at the time. Of course, we probably have a bigger funnel, but it's hidden away, or you never can find the right funnels or when you need it. So I'm gonna just pour 1 quart in first. It's taking its time going down. Actually, just gonna kind of curious, see where it's at on the dipstick. That's cool that it has a dipstick. Well. Has low, normal, and high. So let's see where it's at. Well, you can see it's between the low, or the normal, and the high, so I think I'm not going to put any more in. The gasket's stuck on it, so I'm putting the cap back on. And it's a 1/2 inch Whitworth. Alright, well, that concludes the first video of putting transmission oil. This is Mr. Two Lumps at Hammer and Hatchet Engineering. Over and out. You can see got a long ways to go. I do have new floors for it. Like I said, over and out.